Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Cockatrice League finals, quarterfinals. Not sure where we are exactly.
We are in the finals. It is a matchup between Sky Burial on Bant Humans and C Squared on Mono Black Eldrazi, as usual.
We're gonna just hop right into this.
With C Squared being higher seed, he has the option to go first, and his opening hand is a 1 land with Duress, Aetherborn, Matter Reshaper, Coitus, and removal spells, which seems like a pretty easy mull to me
Yeah,
compared to
mull
Sky
away one
Burial's.
lander.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a.
Sky
I don't know if that's a keepable 6 even.
I would probably keep that on 6, especially on the play. Double
Yeah,
Thought Knot's good. You get the scry. Yeah.
Sky Barrel's got the option of Kithian or Thraben Inspector turn 1, turn 2 the other one, turn 3 Falconer.
And then hopefully turn 4 Coco. Seems like a pretty good curve, especially with a Reflector Mage off the top.
That seems like a really good curve, although Reflector Mage hitting a Thought Knot, not ideal.
That is true. C Squared has scry to the top, so he's likely just going to draw it. And there's a push. That'll be nice.
Fatal Push, pretty okay draw.
Yep. And he has Evolving Wilds if he ever needs to crack for Revolt trigger. Though he's likely just going to fire it off on the Glory Bound that is going to be played this turn.
Very likely.
Yep. I really like the Evolving Wilds out of the Mono Black Eldrazi because it allows you to fetch both colorless if you need it as well as a swamp, which makes it better in this deck than most others.
It's really nice, and the option to turn on Fatal Push, also very nice. Gives a lot of utility.
Yep, definitely.
In a low... It's a low opportunity cost. Occasionally, yes, it's going to suck that you have a land come in tapped, but the overall opportunity cost is so low that it doesn't even matter.
Exactly, and C Squared obviously values it higher than Bloodstained Mire because he's playing 4 copies of Evolving Wilds, whereas he's only playing 3 copies of Bloodstained Mire.
Here's a Fatal Push. Goodbye, Glory Bound Initiate.
So let's see. Hopefully he can draw something along the lines of Matter Reshaper this turn, or third Thought Knot. That's also a reasonable draw.
Thought Knot number 3. Running. If I've ever learned anything from playing that card, it is that running Thought Knots is good.
Yep. Although it's gonna suck when he Reflector Mages because he's sitting on only Thought Knots, so it's gonna take forever to deploy them all out.
It's gonna suck a little bit, yeah. The first one, at least, probably theoretically can eat Collected Company so that he doesn't just get buried in the meantime.
He might honestly just take a Reflector Mage, just because Reflector Mage stops so much of his tempo. Though Coco is the more powerful card and could bury him in tempo, I agree with that. So either one would be a decent choice.
Well, if he eats the Coco, he gets Reflector Maged once, and then the second Thought Knot can eat the second Reflector Mage.
That is true.
So I feel like the opportunity cost is very low to just go, sure, yeah. I get 1 turn of bad tempo, but I get 2 eats off of a single Thought Knot here.
That's true.
Here's a Mire.
Ooh. Probably put Andal Sands and jam Thought Knot.
Yep.
That's what this hand is meant to do.
It's what every Eldrazi hand is meant to do. Just jam a Thought Knot, Seer, see what's going on.
Yep.
So the critical take here, do you take the Coco? Do you take the... Sky Burial's saying, yep, take my Coco. Am I right or what?
Yeah. I mean, that's probably what he'll take.
I feel like it's the most correct play just because you can eat the second Reflector Mage with another Thought Knot. Yeah, there it goes. Don't get buried in the meantime. It's not at all shocking.
Yeah. So Sky's likely to crack his Clue Under turn.
Yeah, I think you crack Clue into turn. You get another basic, set up your Tango lands, and crack Clue, draw another card, hope to hit another land or Coco, and hope to hit the other one next.
That would be nice.
Yep, basic.
Basic island, right?
1, 2, crack a Clue.
Okay,
3, 4, what's in store? It's a Tireless
Tracker.
And a fetch land. There we go.
I think Mage is gonna
still the play, probably. Go Reflector Mage. Hold your land, I believe, is correct though.
Maybe not so much with the Lieutenant draw, because you want to maybe go 3-drop plus Lieutenant next turn.
That is true.
Let's see. So smack 3. So if he deploys Falconer next turn into Thalia's, he presents 2-turn lethal.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he swings for 2, 5, 8 next turn in the air, and then has fires that Thought Knot can't block.
Yep.
Getting flooded on triple Thought Knot is very rough.
Yeah, it's definitely the most powerful card out of the Eldrazi deck, but it definitely also stinks in multiples of this caliber. Well, there's something at least. Mad Reshaper's fine.
Yeah.
Just go up the ground a little bit. Absolutely fine, and hopefully get another blocker.
Okay, so let's see. He's either going to deploy Mad Reshaper here or he's going to activate Ifnir. Those are his only options. Ifnir makes some sense if he wants to, because he knows Absent Falconer, but he doesn't know about the Lieutenant, so he'll be able to block likely anyways, so he might
It's an activate.
Oh no, he is going to activate on the Kithian.
Yep, just
stop the flip.
Yep.
Makes sense. Because flipped Gideon against the he doesn't do very well against flipped Gideon.
No.
Just a Thought Knot.
Flipped Gideon's quite lethal.
Yep. So let's see if he draws the 5th. And there's
drew
the 5th land.
This is gonna be brutal.
Yeah, so you can go Absent Falconer, play this, swing for 5.
He can go Tireless Tracker, landfall, Thalia's Lieutenant.
True. That is true, and that's probably better than mine, because you don't need the flying this turn anyways.
No. Not necessarily. And if he just taps out for another Thought Knot next turn, the Reflector Mage is pretty much good enough anyway. Just clear the way.
Make some clues, draw some cards, kill him, and feels good.
Yep. Tireless Tracker, really good card.
It is indeed. Normally at least a 2-for-1, 3-for-1 if you had a fetch.
Here it's definitely the 3-for-1. I've seen some insane Tireless Trackers though. My primary format being Legacies, yeah. Sometimes in lands you'll see it come in, and if they have stuff like Mana Bond on the field, you can see a Tireless Tracker getting 4 or 5 clues on the first turn. It's scary.
Yep.
Here we come. This is a swing for what, 3, 4, 5? That's
5.
Yeah.
Yep.
Lethal's on the board. He needs to draw. I don't even know what you need to draw at this point.
I mean, his ideal draw is a Colitis, but it doesn't matter because of the Falconer that's in the hand.
Yeah, I think the ideal draw is Damnation.
That would be, or the Languish out of the sideboard.
Yeah, so he needs a Wrath. He needs a Wrath is what he needs. Not finding it. How do I want to die? Here's ATK. Eat the Mage.
Yeah. Would I prefer dying to the Reflector Mage, or would I prefer to die to the Absent Falconer?
It looks like he prefers to die to the Falconer. He wants at least one creature on board at the end of this. And another fetch land. Sure. Why not just get 2 more clues? That
Yep.
seems okay. Gotta love Tireless Tracker.
Turns your lands into cards and profit.
Yeah, he's got a lot of profits coming out of this. So 3 mana, here's a Falconer.
Crack your now you crack the fetch land, sack a clue, play Inspector, pump your Thalia's Lieutenant for 1 mana.
Oh yeah.
Max damage.
You rub it in.
There's
Here's my 3 Thought-Knot Seers, he says. Look, behold. Reflector Mage was the worst thing in the world. And double Reflector Mage was even more rude.
Yep. Quick 1-0 for the Bant Humans deck.
Yep. Easy, quick 1-0. Reflector Mage, very powerful card.
Yep. Just proving why it can lead to disgusting tempo plays.
Absolutely disgusting.
Yep. We have 1 more game pre-sideboard.
Yep, looks
Special
like.
5.
And that looks like maybe a mulligan?
Mulligan. Yeah, for the mono black. Especially on the play.
On the play, maybe, yeah. If it was the draw, I'd be more inclined to actually keep it. He has multiple 1-drop plays and then a couple of 2-drop plays before he has to really be concerned about things. He has a lot there that could be good, but...
Also, he runs 26 lands in his
That's better.
deck, so
That's
it's decent.
It's way better. That's definitely a keepable hand. On the other side...
Both are keepable. That's a keepable hand. He's missing blue for his Reflector Mages, but other than that, he's doing pretty well. He's got a level 3 Tireless Tracker, a Thraben Inspector, and a Thalia.
Yeah, he's got 1 clue right off the bat that he can dig for blue mana with, and then if he hits at least 1 more land, he's got at least 1 more clue. So I think that's probably keepable, yeah. Especially on the draw, you get an extra card anyway.
Yep.
So this is probably going to be...
Hopefully he doesn't duress on turn 1.
I think he will.
Yeah, he might, yeah.
I don't think there's a reason to hold up Fatal Push on turn 1 when you're just gonna untap and be able to do it anyway. Okay, he's actually reading the situation correctly.
Yeah, because there's not that many actual targets that you need to hit with duress. It's just Jamoka's Command and Coco out of the pre-board anyways. So the chances he has it in his opening hand aren't incredibly likely, so you don't necessarily need to fire it off right away.
Well, there's your blue mana.
Let's see. Yep, there is the blue mana indeed. Interesting. So that was a slight misplay if he plans to play Inspector this turn. Wait, or...
Okay. Changing our land drop, apparently. Here's an Inspector. Get a clue. Pass the turn back. Thought-Knot Seer. C-score missing on land drops. Not gonna help him get up to these 3 and 4 drops, but...
Yeah. Interesting. So let's see. Thalia is likely to play this turn.
I think you run out Big Thalia.
Yeah, definitely.
Especially if he missed a land drop, I think you run her out.
It's gonna get grasped, but that's fine. He doesn't know that it's there, and it could just be a Fatal Push that's running in his hand that couldn't hit Thalia technically, but he does have the grasp, so he'll be fine.
Yeah. I think it's a better play to run out the Big Thalia and If he has grasp, he has grasp. If he doesn't have grasp, it probably really screws with his plan. So,
Yep.
you know, the high point is a lot higher than the
Low point. Yep.
than the
I agree.
okay, you grasped May point.
That's nice. Draw.
Yeah, Gifted
Gifted
Aetherborn
Aetherborn.
is a playable thing on 2 lands, so. Let's
Ooh,
see.
so he gets to go. You can't go Tireless Tracker and Thraben if he wants the clue.
He's gonna go
That's right.
Tireless Tracker first. Nope.
What?
He's really, really thinking about his plays and trying not to miss sequence.
Yeah. I still
Bleeding
think that's
information in the meanwhile.
Yeah, just.
Alright, he's going
So playing
Forest
land
first. 4
Wait, so
mana,
he's just gonna-
double Lieutenants.
That is fine. I think that seems like a fine play. Like you're spreading your board out, but
It's
Gifted Aetherborn blocks well.
Yeah, it's a little bit awkward into that Aetherborn. Here comes
Swing.
Thraben Inspector.
Yeah, like let's see if he trades since he has double push in hand.
Let's fight. That sounds like
Fighting words to me.
yeah. Okay. He's definitely just gonna run out some fatal pushes. Looks like.
Yep.
It's the draw land.
That's nice.
That is a
it's both
great
a
land
colorless
draw.
Yeah, both colorless and it hits his third land drop. Feels
Yeah.
good.
Very much a perfect land drop. Right when you need it. Except it's a turn late, but right when you need it. You know.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Is he just gonna run out the pushes? Ooh, he's just gonna main phase.
Yep, he's just getting rid of stuff.
Yep. Interesting. Playing around. Oh, he's playing around Coco under Rallier. That's what he's playing around.
Yep.
Like, ooh, that's rough.
Well,
Tracker
I
fetch
heard you like Value Town.
That's gonna be rough. For quick.
1, 2, 3, Tireless Tracker.
Put a counter on Thalia.
Put a counter here. Play a land. Crack a land.
Make clue.
Yeah.
Play an Inspector. Swing for a 3/3. Ooh.
This is a very good little sequence here for Sky
Yeah.
Burial. Draws a forest. So he's turned on all his Tango lands, is what that's about.
Yep.
Here's a Thraben
now-
Inspector, trigger on Thalia's Lieutenant.
Let's see if he attacks, because you might be fine trading off because you want to open the way for Tireless Tracker that can get way bigger.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely fine trading here. Realistically, from both players' perspectives, you want the Matter Reshaper to be able to come down and just chump block.
Yeah, or drawing another land for Thought-Knot Seer here would be great.
Mm-hmm.
And then the trades with the
Ooh.
that'll be nice for a tracker in a few.
Yep. 3 mana. Here's a Matter Reshaper.
Either he gets a free creature off it, he draws a card and like a removal spell, or he hits his land drop off the top and it goes right into play.
Hello,
nice.
Coco. However.
So I think we know what's being slammed.
Yep. Main phase Coco.
Looking for the Reflector Mage for that Reshaper. The tempo value would be disgusting.
Thalia's Lieutenant's going to be beautiful. And
That's
big
actually-
Thalia too, so do we
just mean-
put counters on Thalia or do we put counters on Lieutenant? Which do you value more in this scenario?
They both enter in the same time, so it's
Okay,
one
so
on each.
you get double. Okay, double value.
Yeah. Yeah, although he can't swing with the tireless tracker now because they would trade, so he just swings for 2 with Raven Inspector.
Probably.
He might trade because he's looking for a land, and he has Contempt in his hand.
I think you trade here.
Yeah. Especially since Thalia makes lands come into play tapped. So if if there's a lot of there's a lot of non-basic lands in his deck, so there's a good chance it'll come in tapped, and having it come in tapped here and untapping next turn will be great.
Yeah, I think he actually reads into the situation and says, I don't even want to swing. You can keep your Matter Reshaper. A bunch of your lands are going to enter tapped, and you're clearly gutted up on 4-drops again.
Oh, that's rough.
This is real rough.
Good. We're laughing off his own situation.
Good. Just another 4-drop. Let's see what the last card is. Oh, it's another Tireless Tracker? So when you start cracking clues next turn, you're getting double? Okay, cool.
There's a small chance he just scoops here. I would not call it
pretty neat. Yeah, I definitely would qualify this as pretty neat.
Yep.
Draw is a Rallier.
There's a Rallier, so you can crack clue, play Rallier, get a Thalia's Lieutenant, and just jam with everything.
Yep, I definitely think this is the correct play. GBO or GBI, yeah. There's our boy. But here is.
He didn't play. Yeah, here's the Rallier.
Yeah, it's Rallier. Otherwise, that clue does not get cracked first. Here's a Rallier, get back a Lieutenant, counters for everybody, and now that Reshaper...
It's chump duty.
I mean, yeah, I think you jam in this turn. It doesn't matter if he gets a 4th land nearly as much if he's facing down this giant board.
Yeah. You have to be scared if you're C-square, if you see the crack before the tracker that you know is in hand.
Yeah. That really only indicates one thing, although he looks like he's taking his time. Maybe he's trying to decide what he gets back. I can't imagine it's not a Lieutenant, though. It's either, it has to be a Lieutenant.
You can't... Lieutenant's just so much damage, and it means that the Matter Reshaper doesn't get to trade off with any of his threats. It just dies.
It just straight up dies, so... Here are some counters. Counters.
This is so if he blocks tracker, he takes 5, 8, 12. Oh, wait, 12, right?
Yeah.
5, 8, 11.
Yeah, he takes 11 if he blocks tracker. So that's gonna be pretty brutal here.
Oh.
Looks like.
So he did. Oh, he's just gonna not swing with the Lieutenant. Okay, so he's just gonna.
Good is relative here, says C-Squared, and he's not wrong. So he's really valuing these Lieutenant's ability to grow right now. So swing for 14. And, I mean, you might as well throw under either the Thalia or the Tracker. Save yourself 5 of that.
Tracker would be the correct, because it's 6 damage. Compared to
it is 6, yeah. Yeah, save yourself a bunch of damage.
Yep. No, we only take 8.
Only
8. And I think C-Squared needs to hit Aetherborn and then draw a Swamp. Or, well, there's the Aetherborn.
There's Aetherborn, needs to draw the Swamp desperately at this point.
Or a Waste. A Waste would work, too.
Yeah, Waste would work. It is a basic.
Yeah.
Not what you think of traditionally when you think of basics, but it is a basic, so...
Yep.
Sky Burial with the Scoff.
If he does...
Flash, Depth Touch, and Lifelink, yep. Keyword soup.
So if he blocks the tracker, contempts the Thalia, he takes 3, 4, 5. I think he lives if he has the untapped land. Although he will
Nope.
still be.
That is the
Oh,
most tapped land.
yeah. That's rough.
Urborg making it slightly less bad, but I don't believe he lives at this point. He blocks tracker, and he's still taking just a ton of damage. He can put 2 counters on each Thalia's lieutenant.
Exactly. He needed the contempt to have a chance.
Yep. Best card in the deck right now.
I don't think you're ready. Slow rolling the death. Oh damn.
Leaves room. He's gone. He walked away.
The banter between the banter between players.
Obviously, I believe these two guys are on the same team. I believe they're testing together. At the very least, they're very familiar with each other.
Yeah, they play this matchup quite a bit. They are, however, not on the same team.
Okay.
Sky is on team U Blue Black, whereas C Squared is on team Dope with me.
Team Dope. Hashtag Team Dope. My plan worked, and he scoops. So, Sky's down last game. No response.
No response.
The BM.
Quick 2-0 because of mana issues both games for C Squared. It's really awkward.
I mean, I get your anti-cards, please reveal.
Okay, after sideboard, I think, however, C Squared's matchup gets better. He gets Murderous Cuts, another Kalidas Languish, some Flaying Tendrils, which are good in the early game to stop before the lieutenants start to go and work to deal with all the small threats. Will be neat.
Yep.
Sky, on the other hand, gets access to negates, so he can bring in negates for the Wrath, I guess, if he wants, as well as more Gideons and Tragic Arrogance. Probably not Tragic Arrogance in this matchup, but maybe the Falconer to go over the Eldrazi.
Yeah. Certainly think there's a lot of good stuff that gets brought in.
Ooh, he's bringing Trackers, Thalias, and Abs and Falconers, and is looking at Gideons as well. Those are what he's looking at right now.
Yep.
He says. It seems interesting. Especially since, like, the way you die is Languish, I feel. Languish and Flaying Tendrils killing your board. So why wouldn't you want just ways to be able to not die to those cards?
Yeah.
Within the gate. Huh. What do you board? Probably, as C Squared, cut some Lilianas. They don't kill that much.
No, the humans get way too big.
Yeah, and you can probably cut the Duress as well. Like, Duress hits Coco, which is nice, but it doesn't hit a big enough percentage of the deck that it actually matters, I don't think.
I think the way to look at Duress from a main board to a sideboard, in terms of if you have it in the main board, is would I normally side this in? And if the answer is no, normally, Duress is more of a sideboard than a main board card, normally. And so if you look at it and you say, all right, in this matchup, would I ever side in the Duress? If your answer is no, don't keep it in the main deck. Like,
exactly. Transgress you can make an argument for because it hits both Collected Company, it hits Reflector Mages, Trackers, Abs and Falconers, Renegade Ralliers. It hits a lot of his deck, the late game of his deck, and Gideon's out of the sideboard. Tragic Arrogance, more Trackers. So I can see that being left in.
it absolutely hits enough. I believe to leave it in.
Yep, I agree with that. You obviously want the removal to stop the humans from snowballing. Gifted Aetherborn seems great. Death Touch versus...
Death Touch versus only one first striker. So -3, Transgress, 2 Duress, and a Contempt for Gonti's Languish, a Languish, a Cut, and a Kalitas. Okay, Transgress coming out's not the worst. And I definitely love Gonti. I'm a big fan of Gonti.
Yep. Gonti is a great card.
If he can steal a Coco with Gonti, like, that'd be the real nuts.
Oh, yeah. I think I prefer Transgress in this matchup over Liliana, but that might just be me.
I think he may be looking at trying to have an ultimate that can end the game with the Liliana. Yeah. Just, hey, this is an inevitability engine. It's going to slow you down a little bit, and then if you don't deal with it, I'm just going to kill you. So it looks like we have 2 Kithians and a Glory Bound out for a Falconer, an Ally of Zendikar, and a Tireless Tracker. And
I believe he's bringing another Dromcom.
Yeah, looks like what he's saying.
Yeah, let's see if the 26 land deck can draw more than 1 land instead of 7. That seems good. We will see. Oh, that's definitely more than 1 land.
Rallier out for another Dromcom.
That's interesting.
That is definitely probably the best 7 we've seen out of them all night by a mile.
Yeah.
Turn 1, Mirror Pool. Turn 2, Fatal Push your dude. Turn 3, Reshaper. He can actually cast his Vraska's Contempt. The saddest. The saddest of Oh wow.
Oh.
That's a great hand. Oh, that is fantastic.
Yeah, you get to go turn 1 Thraben, turn 2 Thraben, fetch a Cinder or Canopy Vista with the fetch land into Falconer or another 3-drop if he draws it off the top, or Lieutenant. Yeah, seems pretty good.
Yeah, that's a disgustingly good hand. That is such a good curve. He's gonna have so many clues. Thraben Inspector's clue is actually nuts.
Ooh.
Ugh. The additional Mirror Pool. Well, it's not legendary, actually.
Play it this turn.
Yeah, he can just play it this turn. He's not under any pressure. Yeah. Mirror Pool is the kind of land that seems like it would be legendary, but it isn't.
Yeah. Mirror Pool has been amazing when I tested this deck. I've been, against Control, making smashers out of my Mirror Pools and copying Fatal Pushes out for the aggro matchups, stuff like that, or cuts. It's been nuts.
Mirror Pool is really, really good back during Eldrazi Winter. I was on the mono colorless version, and that card definitely pulled its weight.
Yeah, I'm also running a version with Ravenous Chupacabra, and being able to copy that is pretty good as well.
Young Choops. Card is really good. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and get a second plane here. Sure, that turns on all future Tango lands.
Yep. I guess you can do that and go Canopy Vista next turn.
Yep.
He's going to go that, okay, for a more aggressive line. Yeah,
he wants a big Thalia's Lieutenant. Unfortunately for him, he is going to get Fatal Pushed.
Yep, although this turn is probably just going to be a Reshaper turn. Or he might hold up push so he can push the...
No, Reshaper.
Oh, no, he is going to go for that. Yep.
Run it out.
He wants to go Thought Knot next turn.
Yeah.
Ideally.
He wants to not be completely dead on board, and he wants to get that Thought-Knot Seer out.
Yep. And then he can go Thought-Knot into Contempt and push the turn after.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, okay. I think you just play Sun Petal Grove, probably.
Yeah.
Or if you could get Flooded Strands out of your hand and play that. But I think you want to hold that for a Revolt with Ralliers or Coco.
No, I would definitely hold up the Strand here. So
Yeah.
I think this is one of your fetch, or not, one of your non-fetch lands, I should say, into Falconer.
And then you just play Falconer and just jam.
Yep. Trigger. Cool, you don't have flyers. Deal with it. So coming in for 4 in the air seems pretty good. Reshaper, not going to get any work done like this.
Let's see if C Square decides to go Thought-Knot or Contempt this turn. Those are your options, really. It's probably Thought-Knot.
Blighted Fen's a fantastic draw, too. It's going to be able to crack down on the turn after, so he's going to get to remove 3 things over the course of the next 2 turns.
Yeah. Blighted Fen is really good.
Yeah. Get rid of the other Falconer. Let's just... Everyone be aware of what's going on. For sure, dude. Another fetch land.
Guy flooding slightly, though he's got a board.
He's got a
but
board,
it's likely gonna die. It's gonna...
got ways to utilize the lands with clues. It's not the worst. When you flood with clues, it turns into cards.
That's true. Ooh. Fetch.
Yeah, go or not.
Uh-oh.
Not a fetch. I still think you hold on to fetches for ralliers, for things like that.
And trackers and stuff like that. Yeah, that makes sense. I think you can just start by cracking 2 clues and looking at what your draw step is. What you draw.
Yep. The uncertainty over the land drop. What will it be?
Hold the land. This is rough. You crack your clue, good thing. Lets you figure out what you want to do. Gives you more information.
He cracks clue no matter what, and I think you just crack clue immediately. Rough as a dog might say. Okay, looks like we are going to rack Flooded Strand first. Looks like this should get a... Okay, it's getting a basic. That's...
Alright. He wants a blue source, I believe, and he only runs... Yeah, he only runs 1 of each Tango land.
Okay.
So he wants to get it blue source.
More lands, at least get him out of the way. Here's another Thraben Inspector. Get a counter on Thalia's Lieutenant.
I think this is where Mono Black Eldrazi starts to push ahead.
It should turn the corner here. He's going to be able to get rid of most of this board.
Yep. He's not going to end up attacking with Falconer because he doesn't want to suicide it into a Thought-Knot.
Yeah. Or realistically, it would just trade with a Matter Reshaper and give him even more value. So, yeah.
So just outlast this turn. Okay, that's fine. Because you can Contempt it and then push the Lieutenant, and then you have... Ooh.
Hello, Value Town. I think instead the play is going to be play a Kalitas.
Oh, there's also a chance you could just not attack and then hold up Contempt for the Falconer, and then just Contempt the Falconer and eat 2 creatures next turn.
I am very much more tempted to run out Kalitas, and if you top deck a... Okay, so he's going with the Contempt line. I'm a little bit greedy sometimes, but that Kalitas would be calling me.
Yeah, well, actually, no, Kalitas doesn't seem that good here, because Kalitas you can't actually push. You don't have enough black sources on the field right now to push and Kalitas.
Yeah,
That's
you
just
don't have enough black
setting
sources
up
to push and contempt.
But why do? Oh, Bant. Yeah.
The
So
bans.
contempt seems like the play.
Yeah, this is going to be a contempt. Contempt on Falconer mid combat.
It's got to be push, mirror pool push.
He could do that. That's actually not a bad line either. If he
is
does
true, but
that,
it's...
he can target the Falconer with the first copy of push and trigger revolt
Oh yeah.
mid step.
With the mirror pool, yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. Yeet. Here we come. Although that's a fantastic draw at the same time. Lieutenant's pretty good draw there.
Especially when you're flooding, yeah, drawing gas is always nice. No
That's
matter what it is,
that's a
but
big gas.
Yeah.
That's your oil rig
Tank is
fire
now
style gas. Who even plays push though?
Who even plays push though?
You know, just every format except vintage, the least creature-y format out there.
Yeah.
It's a terrible card. Don't play push. Pro tip of the day: don't play push. Awful card. That's why you see it literally everywhere. Terrible card. Terrible.
Format 6 tries.
The Bants.
Huh. Let's see. What is this guy's thinking? Cracking Clue, and whether he attacks or not, probably right now.
I don't think you crack.
That's a big bluff. Yeah.
If there's a follow-up Thought-Knot Seer and you do draw live, but it's not something you can play, cracking Clue is really bad. I think you hold Clue till his end step, but we'll see what he decides. It should be Lieutenant first. Yeah, I can't imagine any other first play. Counters on everything. Go to the skies.
Technically is lethal. This is technically lethal.
Oh yeah, it's technically
However,
beyond lethal.
Push, mirror pool, push.
That seems okay. That's what we call okay.
Seems okay. And then contempt for the next threat, or just play Cletus the turn after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Let's
is.
See if he attacks at all, or how much he attacks first.
Oh, he definitely attacks. You definitely go in for lethal. You make your opponent do it, but this is going to absolutely wreck the board.
Okay, so let's see. He's not gonna. Okay, so he's not gonna attack the Falconer. That's what I'm seeing.
That's an interesting choice. It's not like Fatal Push only hits attacking creatures, but here, so it's it's still going to be basically just an across the board trade with everything. Attacking like that, make the second guesses.
So this way, this is gonna go well. He gets to push the Falconer, push the Thalia's Lieutenant, then eat both Inspectors, get a Matter Shaper trigger.
Yep. He gets to do a lot of things. Going for the exact lethal, but...
Going for the exact season.
Here's the blowout.
Mono Black. Oh. Yep. This is why Mono Black Eldrazi is so good. You get to use your mana base to help you out with lands like Mirror Pool, Seagate Wreckage, Bladed Fend, adding a lot of utility.
Yep. And here is the Mirror Pool, Crack Mirror Pool, Fatal Push, Revolt Trigger, copy it, blow up Thalia's Lieutenant, eat everything, value, the value!
Value. This is where the game turns on its head.
Yep, this is a 1, 2, 3 for 4. Not even really a 3 for 4 because Reshaper replaces itself, so it's a 2 for 4.
Yeah,
you're okay with that.
2.5 2.
Yeah, 2.5 for 4. We'll call it.
But when your creatures are individually bigger, like Eldrazi's are, I think this is the 2.5 for 4 is incredibly
Oh yeah, you
worse.
take it every time. You take the card advantage
Yep.
every time. Block, block. Kill, trade, trigger. Yep.
Yeah, like I mean, Dramoka's command blows out is pretty good here, but he does not have Dramoka's command.
No, he does not. He has lands. He has nothing but lands.
Reshaper trigger. Let's see what he hits.
See what the hit is. The hit is going to be.
Don't tease us. Don't tease. Oh, it's a Gonti.
Oh, it's Gonti. Gonti is so nuts.
Yeah, Gonti's value. This is great. Death Touch is also pretty good too.
Yeah, Death Touch fantastic here.
There's...
Black Source fantastic.
Yeah. I think Gonti here is probably either Gonti or develop your Cletus is what should happen here.
Yeah, those are your lines, I believe. It's gonna be the Gonti. Slam that guy.
Show me the Coco in the Reshaper.
Oh baby, let's get the value going. Coco,
Yep.
Coco double gifted.
Oh. Yeah, that would also be just lifelink to start climbing out of the pressured life total he has now.
And just two really good blockers too. Death Touch, lifelink.
Yep. You can never go wrong with Gonti.
All right. Do not.
Especially when you go Gonti into the cat, and then just Gonti hit cat, then flicker Gonti, hit Saheeli.
Oh yeah.
Minus on Gonti, get another trigger.
Gonti, Gonti.
Just play Gonti cat. There you go. Oh.
Here's Thought Not Seer coming in.
Because Gonti crack clue. That in combat crack clue to threaten. Oh, another land.
Another land, but again,
That is rough.
at least get him out of the way.
Yeah. Getting him out of the way.
Oh, the flood
We're getting
continues.
them out of the way. Yeah, we're getting them out of the way to draw more lands. That's the plan, right?
That's just brutal. I bet that Gonti hit 4 non-land too. That's what's going on right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks like a concede to me.
Definitely.
Yeah, that looks like a little bit of a assault 12 counters.
I am become one. Indeed.
Oh. Nothing but lands. Suck it, nerd. Block with the Gonti, who cares? That foothills hurt. 13 trample.
13 trample.
Oh, man.
Sky with the BM as he's conceding. Feels good.
It's the most BM. Rip me. Rip indeed. I get to go on the play. Skyverial complaining about winning a lot. That's the most BM way to complain about winning I've ever seen.
That's why I don't get to be playing.
I finally get to, for the first time in my life, I get to go on the play. Sure, we get it, you win.
Oh, so 2-1 for C squared.
2-1 on
Or,
Sky
no, 2-1 for Sky.
Yeah.
the start of the hopefully reverse sweep from C squared. That's
Yep.
at least what he's thinking about.
Definitely possible.
Let's see.
Let's see if either player wants to adjust sideboards. Sky, after seeing a Gonti, may change his plans.
This plan. Yeah, let's go less on the value and more on the kill you plan.
As it turns out. So it looks like C's going to run it back. I do believe Sky Barrel's adjusting his plans, though. That Gonti may have spooked him.
Yep. Gonti is pretty good in the value mirror.
He's a fantastic card. In some ways, it surprises me he's seen as little play as he has in Standard. Because he just seems disgusting.
Rip one-landers. We're back again.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
My old friend.
We meet again, one-lander.
Like, his hand is great, except for the fact that there's only one land.
The one minor fact.
Yeah, one minor fact.
Yeah, he has almost a perfect curve. If he trades out a TK for a Fatal Push, push on 1, grasp on 2, reshape 3, TK 4, or Kalitas 4, and then smash 5. See, yeah, Sky Barrel has readjusted, bringing back in a Kithian, bringing in a Glorybound Initiate, taking out a Gideon and a Tireless Tracker. So definitely a little bit spooked there. Wants to bring back the beatdown plan.
Let's see what's...
Alright, here we go. He's got 2 lands, Tracker, Thalia's Lieutenant, Coco, Thalia, and Reflector Mage. That's a very capable hand. So Sky's already got the advantage.
Yep. All Sky needs to do is draw a land or 2, and he'll be in great shape.
Yeah. If he draws 1 land, fantastic shape.
Yep. Whereas we have the mulligan soon.
You got a mulligan this.
You too.
Yeah, no keeperoni.
That's been rough. Almost every.
Jeez, man.
26 lands, only 1 in the opening hand. Seems good.
The variance is just not treating him well.
Nope.
At all.
That's really rough. Well, I mean, if he can hit like an if near deadlands off the top,
if he can hit just like multiple fetch lands in a row, yeah. I feel like you want fetch lands here for Murderous Cut. Because if you go fetch land, Aetherborn trade with something, Murderous Cut your dude, like... It's about as good as he got, I feel like.
Oh. He's going to 5.
Yep.
Hopefully we see some lands.
Oh, the waste. Waste double Gonti. 3 4-drops. What on earth?
Yeah, that's rough.
Alright. That's a keepable 4.
We hit more than 3 lands.
We're gonna try it. And now he's gonna flood. Are you ready? Yeah, he's going to flood out.
Scry land to the bottom, draw land, draw land, draw land. Easy game.
Easy game, easy life. A sincere good luck. He's gonna need it. He scribes to the bottom.
Oh, he did bottom.
It's
happening.
It's happening. This is ronpaul.gif. It is happening.
I'm sorry, C2. Oh.
Oh no!
Here it comes.
Oh no!
Oh.
Thraven Inspector, he's gonna even get the smoothed out draws if he doesn't draw a land. This is, oh god, this is gonna be a slaughter.
Yeah, he needs to draw a threat within the next 2 turns. This
Lord.
game is like...
This game already looking grim.
Yeah, just based on hands. Although, the chance is... Sky...
No! Oh, I feel so bad.
Play Herbivore. Oh, he's gonna fetch because he wants to.
He wants to thin the deck.
The land that he bottomed back
The
to
like
the top.
the percentage that adds into not drawing a land is not even a full percentage point. It's like 0.01%, but he wants it. He wants it.
We both.
And
we
the
both
land
know
drop.
what's gonna happen. We both know what's gonna happen. It's going to be he's gonna fetch, and then the land that he bottomed is gonna magically move to the top.
Right on top. That's how it works every time.
Yeah. Also interesting that Sky didn't just jam Thalia to try and deny mana. Decided to go for the Lieutenant instead.
Yeah, it looks like he knows about the mana woes.
I still think it's better to go Thalia, even if you're trying to push pressure, because you deal 1 this turn, but then you deal 5 next turn, which adds up to equal damage when you go Thalia into Lieutenant next turn.
Yeah.
Whereas if you do it this Thalia first, you spend more of your mana and you can potentially hit something else to go next turn, like land for Coco.
He's gonna grasp, and then Big Thalia's gonna come down, and that's gonna be a pretty brutal lock.
I guess it's pretty good if you're expecting that to happen.
Hey! We drew something! We're in the game!
We drew it! Well...
Alright, game is not just over. We have something. Although the Reflector Mage would be the rude play. Don't Reflector Mage him.
I think Thalia is probably...
I think he's gonna be rude.
Reflector Mage.
I think he's gonna be real rude. Alright, we're gonna... Next draw from C Squared is going to be another Gifted Aetherborn. Or... TK would be good.
Do it. Gonti! There we go!
Ooh, baby! Hello! We're not out of this game at all. This has gone from oh god why to very quickly an actual game.
Yeah. I mean, he's running low on cards, but still.
I mean, Gonti kind of helps with that. You get an extra card out of this, and depending on what it is.
That's true. Whew.
And he's a fantastic blocker, too. Absolutely fantastic. Death Touch.
It stonewalls both blockers, and then even if he goes Lieutenant, it trades off with something.
Mm-hmm.
Next turn, you ideally want to draw Thought-Knot Seer, if you're C-Squared.
Probably Thought-Knot.
Hitting
maybe Reality Smasher, depending on how aggressive he gets.
Smasher's good. Cletus would also be good, because Cletus with If New Deadlands, pretty good.
This should just be a Coco, however. This is looking like a good Coco here.
Coco into 3-drop, 2-drop next turn would be a pretty nice curve.
Coco into something like Tracker and Thalia would be really good. Although it looks like he's just going
Tracker
to
Reflector, maybe.
crack a clue first, play a land, play a lieutenant. Sure.
That's also fine.
It's fine. It's not great. It's just fine.
Yeah. Oh, he got an Abzan Falconer off of his Gaunty.
Okay. Yeah.
It's good. It stops the threat of
Flying
potentially
lethal.
getting blown out in the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah, flying lethal out of the game. Feels
I
pretty good.
definitely like that. Depending.
Yeah, it lets him curve Gifted Aetherborn into it next turn.
Yeah. Really nicely.
Yep.
So
Whew.
should be just a pass here. See what the draws are. Keep drawing live. Make a game out of it. Matter Reshaper is great.
That's also very...
Oh boy. Urborg play both? Why not?
Yeah. Just throw your hand onto the field.
Yeah. Toss it out there, see what happens. Thraben Inspector. Thraben Inspector's okay. I think what you do...
Thraben Inspector into Coco.
I think you toss Thraben Inspector down and then do some Coco shenanigans.
Yep.
Nope.
Ooh, he's gonna go for Tracker.
Yep, he's going for the Tracker first.
Okay.
Tracker clue,
I
crack.
think this is
clue.
slightly... Wait. Oh, this is... He needs to not play Thraben Inspector now.
Looks like he's going to. Looks like he's just trying to maximize the number.
Tracker's now gonna die for free.
Yeah.
Tracker's now gonna die.
Should be off the Deadlands.
Yep.
I think he's just trying to maximize the number of clues on the table, though.
Yeah.
Or what
like
he's trying to do is hold
Coco.
up his Coco and get a Rallier off of Coco and get the value off of that.
Yeah. I think Deadlands is better than just playing a Reshaper here.
I would agree.
It kills a Tracker, which gets... Yeah, and so does C-Square. So he gets a third clue, which is fine. But now the threat of a Tracker getting out of hand is not happening. And then if he draws another land, he can kill the Thalia next turn. Although it's likely going to be just a Coco turn.
Yeah, I think it's going to just be a Coco turn. I don't really see a reason not to do it if you're doing it like this.
Yep. Oh, especially if you hit that. Yep.
Alright, I mean, there's another... Sure, why not? This lets you crack a clue and Coco, and, like, yeah. This seems like the value. Trigger Revolt, get all your dudes back. Seems okay.
Let's see, what does he have for a Rallier? He gets a Lieutenant off Rallier.
Yeah.
Somehow this isn't the worst. This is true.
Yeah.
For a Molda 4, yeah, this has been really great for C-Squared.
Yeah, he's definitely gotten all his value out. So the question is, do you want the Reshaper trigger? The answer is no.
No, you need the board presence currently. He's just going to pass, hold up Coco, seems good.
Yeah, pass hold up Coco seems fantastic. Pass hold up Coco plus crack clue.
Ooh, yeah, now it's just a Reshaper turn. Because this doesn't kill anything relevant currently.
Reshaper number 2.
The soul read of Coco and Reflector Mage on draw step would have been...
That would have been...
Yeah.
the good stuff.
Like, what's hard about this turn? You just play Coco, and then you crack the clue after to maximize chances of drawing a threat off your Coco?
Probably.
Then, yeah. crack that first. Obviously, you want Revolt as well as
trigger Revolt
thinning a land.
first.
Yeah, thins a land from the deck. Then you get to spin to win in green style. It's not Marvel. Gonna fetch a forest. Tapping,
yep.
not. Oh, good. Just a Coco.
What do we get? There's Rallier. That absolutely. Rallier Kithian is not bad.
Nope.
That's
Kithian will be able to flip.
Yeah, that's really not bad. Kithian gets to flip while he's tapped out of Dreadlands too.
Yeah. Lieutenant goes up twice, then he gets a Lieutenant back off the trigger. And, well, to be fair, C squared isn't in the worst position here.
No.
I mean, there's...
He's literally been in worse positions despite being on a mulligan to Oblivion.
Hopefully, yeah. Yep. Well, the Foreign's still contending with Bant Humans. Seems like a pretty good deck. Oh. I feel like people underrate Mono Black Eldrazi.
Yeah.
It does some crazy things, potentially. It has a really good grindy game.
No, it definitely does. I mean, we've seen the really nut stuff last game that it can do, and it's not on the mulligan into Oblivion or the flood or the absolute starvation of land. So I definitely think we've seen a little bit of the variance come out. Maybe that's a Trom-Com. You never know.
Lucky.
Poor C squared.
Oh, yeah,
he's feeling real bad. He needs some real folk blues to make the feels feel good.
No, that's not bad. It lets him play Glorybound and Thalia and a Crack a Clue.
Yeah. Probably crack Clue first, see what you hit.
Yeah, in case you hit Reflector Mage.
Yep.
For that Aetherborn.
Reflector Mage's Aetherborn away, get to keep your Lieutenant. Seems like the correct play here. If you can hit it.
Yep.
If you can swing that game plan, that's what you want to do.
Yeah, that way Reshaper has to chump and that puts something else through. Because as it currently stands, you want to block Aetherborn onto Big Lieutenant, Matter Shaper onto a Renegade Rallier, and then like
Raven Inspector. Yeah.
Or Kithian if he taps out of mana.
I doubt we'll tap out of mana.
Yeah, true. We'll probably just hold up something. Like,
looks like he's just gonna move right into attacks. Looks like he just wants to smash. Hey babe, wanna smash? Here we go.
Okay.
This lets him be really flexible with his mana too.
Yeah. Still think cracking Clue before attacking is fine.
Yeah.
Just for information purposes.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I'm a big fan of cracking Clue for information first, but block. This looks like the last one at least makes him spend the mana, or he may not block. This is either going under Kithian, make him spend the mana, or it's not a block. It looks like it's going to be the Kithian. Yep. Says, please tap some of your mana down. Let's do the trading. 1, 2, 3. Kithian's indestructible. So he will survive combat. Only 2 creatures are going to survive this combat. There's 4 to C squared's face. Yep. Yeah, it takes only 2 because of Aetherborn, so here's the triggers.
Aetherborns off the top would be sweet.
There's a land. What does he see?
And a creature that hits the battlefield. Nice. Oh, I thought not.
That's... He's going to get something off of it. That's the good news. He gets something.
Does that put him dead next turn? If he hits a small creature like Aetherborn,
if he hits an Aetherborn, he lives.
Dead.
Yeah, if he hits an Aetherborn, he's definitely live. Need a grasp, yeah. Definitely needs a grasp to get rid of the Kythian as well. Too late, though.
Untapped land next turn. Untapped land next turn lets him play Falconer plus Thoughtnot. The Falconer plus Thoughtnot probably doesn't save him.
I don't think it does. I think he needs a grasp or an Aetherborn. If he gets a grasp, he can still kill the Gideon. So, here's Thalia.
Also, Thalia is just, he needs to hit Thalia. He needs to hit grasp just so his TKS can come in.
Yep.
Unhindered.
What? Why did that Inspector untap? What? Whatever. I don't really... It doesn't effectively matter, because it's... Yeah. What's the draw? Blighted Fin. I don't think that does it. Yeah. One of your Inspectors is tapped. Oh. Yeah. Got you. Okay.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
That makes a lot more sense. Right.
I've seen Gideon flipped a total of 1 time.
Yeah, he does not often flip, and even when he flips, it's very often that he's just smashing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that looks like GG's 30 land Eldrazi. We're getting up to Legacy Lands level. Skybarrow's trying to figure out what in the heck was down there. Yep, that's a Falconer to not get blown out, so... GG's going out to C-squared. He put up a good fight. He put up a really, really solid fight for a 4... Yeah, like, that's very impressive for a 4-card hand.
Yeah, for 4 cards.
He put up as good of a fight as I think I've ever seen a 4-card hand put up.
Yep.
Hiding my win con. Yeah, Gonti's a good card. His 5 was so brutal. Yeah, that was...
the most awkward hand you can have.
Just the beats coming out were so bad. Alright, so congratulations to Sky Burial coming in first in the Cockatrice. Even though we're on the Untap, this is the Cockatrice Frontier League. And I think he was at least in the finals of the Untap one, if I remember correctly.
C-Square won the Untap league, I believe.
So we got 2 really good Frontier players here, so GG's to them both. Making it as far as they did, always impressive anyway, and GG's to Sky Burial for winning it. Any closing thoughts here?
Hopefully, well, I mean, with these wins, they both get decent amount of points towards the Frontier Invitationals that we're, I believe, starting to rack points for us in the near future. Yeah. It's going to be sweet. Where the top competitors of each of the leagues eventually get to face off in rounds of Frontier Magic. So, that'll be nice to see.
Yeah. Probably end up commentating some of that.
I'm also hopefully trying to lock up a spot for myself.
Good luck to you for that then. Hope you get that invite.
Good luck to everyone.
So, good luck to everyone out there, and I think that's where I'm going to close it off. So, thank you for tuning in. This has been the Cockatrice League Frontier Finals, and my name's Glass Ninja. This has been Zed, and
my name.
Yeah. We'll see you guys around.